Look down right now at where your dog is resting, the exact angle of their spine, the way their paws are curled or stretched out wide, the direction their nose is pointing. None of it is accidental. Right now, in complete stillness, your dog's sleeping body is telling a story that words could never express. Most owners look at a sleeping dog and see something cozy, cute, or funny. But behavioral neuroscientists have discovered that a dog's sleeping posture is a direct window into their autonomic nervous system. It reveals their exact stress levels, how safe they feel in your home, and how deeply they trust you. Welcome to Perfect Relaxation. Today we are decoding the deep science and hidden psychological architecture behind every sleeping position your dog takes. By the end of this video, you will never look at your sleeping dog the same way again. Your dog walks onto their bed, spins tightly, and tucks themselves into a neat, compact circle. Their nose is buried underneath their hind legs, their tail is wrapped tightly around their face, and their paws are folded beneath their chest. Most owners naturally assume a dog sleeping in the donut position is simply feeling cold. While thermoregulation is part of the equation, the biological drive behind this posture goes much deeper into canine evolutionary history. The donut is one of the oldest sleeping positions in existence, observed in wild canids for millions of years. When a dog curls into a tight sphere, they are executing a protective biological maneuver, shielding their abdomen, their throat, and their vital internal organs, the exact areas that wild ancestors could never leave exposed. However, modern canine psychology clears up a major misconception about this position. Many owners fear that a dog sleeping curled up is feeling anxious or insecure. In reality, a dog in the donut posture is comfortably self-contained. Behavioral studies show that dogs who frequently favor the donut tend to be highly adaptable, independent, and emotionally resilient. They are comfortable in their own skin, perfectly content whether you are sitting beside them or out of the house. It is not emotional distance. It is self-assured confidence. If your dog loves the donut position, provide them with a round or bolstered dog bed with raised edges. This simulates the natural den architecture their ancestors used, allowing them to nest comfortably while maintaining their natural sense of containment. They are not hiding from the world. They are carrying their own ancient sanctuary within them, resting in quiet, self-contained peace. You walk into the living room and find your dog lying completely flat on their back. Their front paws are floppy, their hind legs are spread wide toward the ceiling, and their belly is entirely exposed to the open air. It looks hilarious, but it is one of the most significant behavioral indicators you will ever observe. Consider the physical reality of this posture. The canine abdomen has no thick fur, no heavy muscle layer, and no skeletal cage protecting the vital organs underneath. In nature, exposing the belly is the ultimate gesture of submission or vulnerability. Neurologically, a dog's brain will not allow them to drop into a back sleeping posture unless the amygdala, the brain's threat monitoring center, has concluded that the environment is 100% secure, not moderately safe, but entirely free of perceived danger. By sleeping on their back, your dog has completely powered down their environmental vigilance system. Furthermore, this posture serves a thermoregulatory function. Exposing the thin coat on their belly allows heat to dissipate rapidly after an active day. Dogs that sleep like this are confident, settled, and profoundly at home in their surroundings. When you find your dog sleeping on their back, resist the immediate urge to run over and rub their belly. Interrupting this state of total vulnerability can startle their nervous system. Let them enjoy this rare, unreserved state of total security, undisturbed. They are giving your home the highest safety rating a canine can bestow: total, unreserved surrender to the safety of your presence. Your dog sprawls out on their side legs, extended, loosely body entirely soft. Soon, you notice their paws twitching, their whiskers quivering, and soft muffled sounds coming from their throat. The side sleeping posture is scientifically essential because it serves as the exclusive gateway to deep REM sleep, the rapid eye movement stage, where real neurological recovery happens. Physiologically, a dog cannot enter REM sleep while holding tension in their core muscles. In the side position, every muscle group releases, allowing the brainstem to initiate motor inhibition, the neurological switch that paralyzes the body so the dog does not physically act out their dreams. During REM sleep, your dog's brain consolidates memories, processes daytime emotional experiences, and restores neurochemical balance. If a dog rarely sleeps on their side, it indicates that their brain is remaining in a perpetual state of low-grade environmental scanning, preventing them from reaching the deepest, most restorative stages of rest. Dogs that sleep on their side regularly are emotionally balanced, relaxed, and deeply comfortable in their daily life. Protect your dog's side sleeping time. If you notice their paws paddling or hear soft sleep vocalizations, ensure the room remains quiet. Uninterrupted REM sleep directly improves their daytime mood learning capacity and stress resilience. They have switched off their threat scanning systems, entirely trusting that your home is safe enough for their mind to drift into deep, restorative dreams. Your dog lies belly down on the floor with their front legs stretched straight out in front and their hind legs extended straight out behind them, resembling a superhero in flight. This is especially common in puppies and high-energy breeds in the middle of the afternoon. The Superman position is an intermediate spring-loaded rest posture. Unlike the side sleeper, a dog lying flat on their belly with limbs extended retains subtle muscle tension in their hips and shoulders. From this position, a dog can spring onto all 4 feet in under a second. Canine behavioral studies classify the Superman posture as a physiological compromise between physical fatigue and mental arousal. The body needs a momentary break, but the brain refuses to fully power down because it anticipates upcoming activity. A walk, a dropped piece of food, or play. You see this most frequently in high-energy dogs and growing puppies whose desire to participate in household action exceeds their physical stamina. They are resting their muscles but keeping their options wide open. If your dog spends most of their rest time in the Superman posture and struggles to transition into deep side sleeping, evaluate their daily physical and mental exercises. Adding structured scent work or longer sniff walks helps burn off underlying arousal, allowing them to shift into deeper, restorative rest. Their body is pausing for a quick breath, but their spirit remains spring-loaded and ready to join you on your next adventure. Your dog has a spacious room and a luxury bed of their own, yet when it is time to sleep, they walk over to the couch or your bed and press their entire spine against your leg, or rest their heavy head directly on your feet. When your dog deliberately chooses to sleep touching your body, they are accessing a fundamental biological feedback loop that began in the opening days of their life. Newborn puppies sleep piled closely against their mother and littermates. This contact provides essential warmth, but more importantly, it triggers a massive neurochemical release of oxytocin, the hormone responsible for bonding, social safety, and stress reduction. As your dog grows, that primary attachment association transfers directly to your... When your dog sleeps pressed against your body, their brain experiences a measurable surge of oxytocin, which simultaneously lowers their systemic cortisol levels and stabilizes their heart rate variability. Furthermore, by placing their head on your lap or feet, the areas bearing the densest concentration of your personal scent profile, they are surrounding their olfactory receptors with the strongest possible representation of safety while they rest. Honor this contact-seeking behavior when appropriate. If you prefer to keep your personal space clear on furniture, offer a soft dog bed directly adjacent to your seat, where they can maintain physical touch with your foot or ankle. You are not just a person sitting near their bed. You are the biological reason their nervous system feels safe enough to rest. Close your eyes for a moment. Just a moment. Imagine existing in a world where you cannot lock your front door, you cannot check a security camera, and you cannot predict what noise might come from the street outside. Your entire sense of security rests on one single factor: the person sitting across the room. When the evening grows quiet and the lights go dim, you walk over to that person. You do not just lie down near them. You press your back against their leg, rest your chin on their foot, and let out one long, contented breath. In that quiet moment, the entire noisy, confusing world outside disappears. You are anchored to your safe harbor. That is your dog. Every single night, your dog climbs onto the bed or sofa to sleep beside you, but instead of facing you, they settle down with their back turned toward your chest and their nose pointed directly toward the bedroom door or hallway. Human insecurity often misreads this gesture as a quiet rejection. In canine social language, turning one's back to another individual is the single most profound gesture of trust possible. The back represents a dog's primary physical blind spot. In wild pack dynamics, a dog will only turn their back to another individual if they are absolutely certain that the individual poses zero threat. By facing away from you, your dog is declaring that their blind spot is completely secure in your hands. Furthermore, this posture represents active sentinel duty. By positioning their back against your body while facing the entry point of the room, your dog is taking up a protective watch posture. They are monitoring the environment facing outward, allowing you to rest peacefully because they trust that you have secured the space behind them. They did not turn away from you out of coldness. they turn toward the room to watch over you. Reframe how you perceive this posture. When your dog turns their back to you while sleeping, rest your hand gently on their side to let them feel your steady presence. Recognize that they are standing guard over your shared peace. They turned away from you because you are already safe, and they turn toward the room to guard the person who means everything to them. Throughout the night, your dog constantly shifts positions. They get up, circle, lie down on the rug, move to the cold hardwood floor, 10 minutes later, and then return to their bed, repeating this cycle multiple times before dawn. A dog that shifts and resettles continuously throughout the night is experiencing microarousals within their autonomic nervous system, preventing them from completing full restorative sleep cycles. While occasional position changes for temperature regulation are completely normal, persistent nighttime restlessness often points to underlying factors: low-grade environmental anxiety, subtle physical discomfort, joint stiffness, or ambient noise pollution that keeps their threat monitoring system partially activated. When a dog's brain does not register total environmental security, it stays trapped in light, fragmented sleep stages. Over time, chronic sleep fragmentation can impact your dog's daytime mood, increase reactivity, and lower their immune resilience. Audit your dog's sleeping environment. Ensure their bed provides adequate orthopedic support. Keep ambient room temperatures cool, eliminate drafty air currents, and consider using a white noise machine to mask sudden outside sounds. Providing a stable, quiet sleeping zone allows their nervous system to fully let go. By tuning into their quiet nighttime movements, you can remove the hidden stresses in their world and grant them the gift of true, unbroken sanctuary. Think about the incredible story your dog tells every single night. When they curl into a tight donut, they are honoring ancient evolutionary wisdom while resting in self-contained peace. When they flop onto their back in the crazy legs posture, they are declaring your home 100% safe. When they stretch out as a side sleeper, they are giving their brain permission to dream. When they rest as a Superman, they are holding a ready pause before their next adventure. When they sleep pressed against you, they are soaking in the biological oxytocin of your bond. When they face away in bed, they are standing sentinel over your shared sanctuary. And when they shift restlessly, they are asking for your help to make their world a little quieter. Your dog's life is a short chapter in your journey. But to your dog, you are their entire book. Every sleeping posture is a silent letter of love and trust written directly to you. So tonight, when your dog settles down to sleep, pause for a moment. Look at where they chose to lie, how they shaped their body, and who they chose to be near. Smile, whisper a quiet goodnight, and let them rest. If this video helped you understand your dog a little deeper today, please subscribe to Perfect Relaxation. Every week, we decode another piece of your dog's silent language, not to judge, not to lecture, but to help you hear what they have been saying all along. This is Perfect Relaxation. We will see you next week.